Hornby's TT120 range certainly seems to have found itself a solid fan base. We've got many positive reviews from its customers that have purchased the new sets and the items, and the reviews that we've given of the products up to now have certainly been very favourable indeed. There's a great deal of research that has gone into these new products, and joining them this week we have two new rolling stock editions. So these will have arrived with customers that have ordered them from the Hornby website. Remember, this is a range that is direct sales only at the moment. So to my left here I have a new LNER Diagram 034 Toad B. This is in northeastern brown livery brake van, and this is suitable for Era 3. And to the right I have a 12-ton tank wagon. This is a Class A tank wagon in Carless Petrol. It's liveried as number 10, and this is for sort of Era 2 to 3. Now, the interesting thing with a Carless petrol tanker is that this is already a part of the range in the Oxford Rail, I should say, range of rolling stock in the same livery as number 10, and it's also available as a 14-ton tanker in the Hornby range. So this one here, the brake van, a great little model. Now there's a great deal of research that's gone into producing this. You can see from the detail on the underframe. Remember, this isn't 00, this is TT120, and so the finesse of all of these parts is that just that little bit greater than you would come to expect on a model of this size. I think the little hangers there for the little side steps are incredibly fine, and despite their appearance they are quite robust. This is certainly a vehicle that you could see being quite susceptible to being knocked quite easily when in transit or carrying or being picked up on a model, or perhaps not. Perhaps it's the sort of thing that you would put on in a display case, but nonetheless it withstands handling a little bit there. To the underside you can see we have 6 screws. We've got 4 to keep the chassis in place to the section above. The 2 central sections I've yet to discover because I've yet to take them apart. This is just a quick view video just to take a quick look around the models, and you can see that the coupling mechanisms there are sprung just to allow a little bit of movement around those tighter radius curves. Remember, this is a range which is designed with train sets in mind from the outset, TT obviously being tabletop, so the manufacturer has catered for that. If you want though, these are NEM sockets, so you can remove those couplings, perhaps even remove the entire mechanism, the NEM housing there completely, remove the spring, and sort of look towards conventional coupling methods, 3-link or screw link if you want. So this is a prototype that was constructed from 1924. By the mid-60s, these things were starting to fall out of favour, with the sort of standard BR 20-ton longer wheelbase brake vans being more commonplace and favoured by guards just because they're a little bit sturdier. Anyway, there you go, 2 great additions to the Hornby range. Liveries on these are impeccable. The finesse of the wheel sets and the underframes are also impeccable. And one of the great things that I like about this range, and that I've noticed and appreciated, as I've commented in previous reviews with rolling stock, particularly its coaches, is how far the wheels are pushed out. And when I say pushed out, I actually mean to scale compared to the bodies of these vehicles. Obviously, 00 gauge is always a compromise, but here you can see, if the camera wants to focus, if I try and attempt to zoom there, you can see how close those brake shoes are to the wheels there. This really is a detailed model. There you go. Can't wait to get these photographed and on the page for the June 2023 issue of BRM. In the meantime, we'll look forward to what else is arriving from the manufacturer.